Now, during your duration as going through placements, so what are current industry trends? Like what students should focus while building up their skills?
I want to know that is it like startup is okay or the service or product based company is okay?
There is also a myth that AI will eat our jobs. Like now, AI is doing all of these things, almost everything that a human can do, like in terms of work. So, will it really affect jobs?
From the perspective of any engineering students, I would like to ask that how early we should start for the preparing of the placement.
Hi guys, so are placements stressing you out? Resumes feel confusing? Or are you just hoping to land that dream job with a great package? So this episode is made for you. We're talking all about how to prepare smartly, what companies really look for, and how to stand out of crowd to get those dream jobs. And to help us with all that, we have someone who's seen it all, the Dean of Training and Placements. I'm your host Khushi Rane.
And I am your co-host Uman Swami. So the person today we are joining us, the Dr. Saurabh Tayade Sir, the Dean of Training and Placement Cell, JSPM Rajesh Shaw College of Engineering. He is here to give us an insider perspective and the industrial requirements and what are those and more other things. So now I would like to hand over to the Dr. Saurabh Tayade Sir to take it over.
Yeah, thank you for arranging this, we can say the podcast. I'm Dr. Saurabh Tayade, presently working as a Dean, Student Progression and Industry Relations Cell. You have mentioned the Training and Placement Cell, but we are going to call it as a Student Progressions and Industry Relations. Student Progression means we are going to focus on the students right from their first year. We have a specific roadmap, and the student progression is very important to make them the industry ready. In the industry relations, we are going to connect with the industries for the various engagement activities, not only help with the placement, but also we talk about the internship program. Being autonomous institute, we have the 6-month long internship program. We talk about the live projects, we talk about some workshops, expert talk, and the curriculum development for our students, which should match to the current industry trends. So this is our student progression and industry relations cell. I have a separate team over here and different verticals for the student progression and industry relation. One of the important vertical is placement and internship. Second important vertical is alumni connect. Third one is the cell. Then we have our own section 8 company wherein the students are going to have their startups, and through the higher studies and international relations cell, many of our students are getting the opportunity for the internship in foreign universities, and through the gate orientation sessions, the students are getting succeed to have the gate score and getting the admissions in the top-notch IITs across the country.
Okay. So, sir, speaking about trends, so what is the scenario, like current scenario for placements for computer engineering students, IT students all over the branches? So, what is the scenario, current industry?
See the current scenario, if you look upon the JSPM Rajesh Shaw College of Engineering, it is going well for the current batch. Just we have started our new session on 15th July, and on the 0-day campus placement drive, we have more than 3 industries and you people already appeared for that. So for RSU, there is not an issue. But see, definitely we have to be ready as per the market trend. IT market, you can see it is always fluctuating. All the international policies, particularly the US and UK policies, they are going to affect those multinational countries. They are having head offices in India. In that case, it may affect. Talking about the service industries like TCS and their head offices are in India, definitely the jobs will be there for you people. So no need to worry, and we are trying hard for that.
Yes, yes, sure. Like what kind of companies, like product-based companies and service-based companies, are interested in our college to be hired to the students? And
definitely, if you see the previous scenario, more of the service-based companies were associated with us. But nowadays, looking forward, our NIRF ranking, we are falling in the band of 151 to 200 nationally, which is always a prestigious thing for all of us. Many, we can say, the new IITs, they are also in the same band, and because of that, our NIRF ranking, the organization like JP Morgan Chase, Nutanix is there, other product-based companies, they are considering us for the hiring program. Not only in the IT, but also in the, we can say, manufacturing, Bosch and other top-notch industries. They are directly communicating with us that they want a student from RSCOE.
So, so now there are so many companies like service-based, core, non-core, even product-based companies.
Yes.
So now during your duration as going through placements, so what are current industry trends? Like what students should focus while building up their skills?
Definitely, it's a good question that students should focus more on the product-based industries. If they are going to be prepared for the product-based industry, definitely by default they are going to prepare for the service-based industries.
Yeah.
If you see your curriculum, okay, so being autonomous, we are changing the curriculum every year. One of the industry, Pubmatic, which is a product-based company, they have suggested to include the generative AI in the syllabi, and that has been incorporated in the syllabi of many IT-related branches, and it is helping us. So definitely, student must prepare according to the product-based industry. They should set a benchmark that I want to be in Microsoft and in the Google, and to be there, how I will prepare my roadmap.
Yes.
So see, many times this company will not go in the campuses, but they will have their own separate hiring through their websites,
Yes.
for the particularly for the SDA role,
Hackathons, yeah.
for, through the hackathons. You know the hackathons organized by JP Morgan Chase.
Yes.
Our students, they have participated. JustPay, Adobe, PayPal, even Amazon. So these are the high pay package company. So student must keep a dream to prepare for that organization. They must participate in the hackathons so that by default they can easily crack the service-based industries.
Yes.
Like TCS, Capgemini, Cognizant, and Accenture.
Okay, I got the hold the point, but I want to know that is it startup is okay or the service or product based company is okay, because some of roadmaps as I saw in the YouTube and all those things.
Yes.
So they said that okay, startup with if we get into the startup, so we have a growth student or a student as a fresher, then they can learn more things and okay, and then if consider it about like product and service based companies. They are like okay, they are giving work completing, we are completing the work and that's all. Then what is your opinion on that perspective, startup versus product and service based company?
Yeah, see, if we talk about the learning,
Yes.
okay, if you start with any startup company, so you need to play a different role in the one
Yes.
organization.
Yes.
If you are any big service-based company, so you are restricted to certain area.
Yes.
If you are in product-based company, in that case, you need to work on more accuracy, as like Nutanix. So they are saying that down the line of the 10 years, 90% of the, we can say, the good survey, good feedback they are getting from the industry. So you need a very good accuracy in the product-based company. When you are in the service-based industry, okay, so your basic knowledge is very important. But
Yes.
if you are going to be in the startup, in that case, you will get a lot of horizon for the learning. For the long-term career, if you are aspiring to have your own organization, I will suggest you that you can start with the startup organization. But I have observed that the interview process of startup is much more difficult than this tiered hiring process.
Yes, because they need more knowledge and all skills.
Exactly.
People like work hands-on on the software, they're building the software in startups, while on the service
Exactly.
companies you just go through the infrastructure, you manage the
Exactly.
infrastructure.
So in the startup, you may have to work on, we can say, service and then product development,
Yes.
then delivery, client facing. So all roles will come
Yes.
across and you will get the opportunity.
The one student will play all the roles in the startup.
Yes, yes.
So now, as you mentioned, may it be startup or may it be service-based or product-based companies, they do have rounds for placements, right? Placement drives.
Correct.
So they test our technical skills through our mock tests.
Yes.
But now many people have this question, like, do we should we have technical skills? We should have hold on technical skills more, or we should have hold on soft skills more.
See, talking about your IT industries, both the things are very important. We cannot say that you neglect these and focus on that. We need a combination of both. Because see, unless and until you are suppose good in technical side, but you are weak in communication, so you can't be a client-facing person. So technically you are working and someone is going to present your work again. In that case, you can't grow in your organization where you are working. So I will suggest the budding engineers, they must focus on their aptitude is very important. Unless and until they are not going to clear the aptitude round, even though they are having the very good project, good technical knowledge, but if he or she is not vocal, if he or she is not able to present, if he or she is not able to handle a team, so can't be a project lead, and definitely he will take a much more time of his career to grow.
Management and the presentation is very
Exactly. And during your, we can say, the college life, how you can improve your communication skill and presentation skill, I will suggest that your curricular and extracurricular activities are very important. And I congratulate to both of you and your team members of the Coding Club that you have started this very unique activity, which is going to improve your the hidden skill which is inside of everyone. So come out of your comfort zone so that you can deliver in the best way.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Moving toward to the next question, I would like to ask that what are those current industry trends that any student should learn in their second year or third year phase, so that they can gain more and more skills, and it will be easy to get placed into product based and service companies.
Yeah, it's a good question, sir. See, whenever you are going to be the top institute like RSCOE, the cutoff is very high.
Yes.
So all the students coming to our institute, definitely they are here by choice, not by force. So they must understand what I want to be when I'm going to be graduate after 4 years. Talking about the present current trends, so more product-based industries they are approaching to us. Every student should first understand the curriculum. As we are going with the new education policy, after 12 they are coming to the first year.
Yes.
Okay, and when we are entering into the engineering, it is more towards, we can say, technology based and application of the technology. They first understand the curriculum. It is very important. They should go through the syllabi, they should go through the curriculum of every year whenever they are going to transfer from first year to second year and second year to third year. They must go through the website of the institute, they must interact with their senior training placement officer, their HODs, their GFM and their mentor of the department, what type of industries are coming to the campus and what is the criteria of their selection. Initially they must, if you talk about the JP Morgan Chase, they require the 85% throughout.
Yes.
Correct.
So someone who want to be eligible for that particular dream organization, there is a certain criteria. So one should able to fulfill that criteria first, and then we can talk about the service based and the product based. So my suggestion, there should not be any active backlog throughout your academic career. You must maintain a minimum CGPA of 8.5. Try to have your own introspection. Okay, someone, my friend, who got a certain CTC in Amazon or in Goldman Sachs, of these are some rare cases. Okay, so you need to understand first yourself in what area I am interested.
Yes.
Okay, and then decide your path for the long-term career. Fundamentals are very important. Okay,
Yeah.
we are talking about this and that and having so many certification. We are having a big building. What about your foundation?
Basics.
If your basics and foundations are strong, I think we can't say that product based and service based you will get a dream job. You know, we can say the
Sure.
CEO of the Google and Microsoft, they are not from the IT background.
Still they are at that position.
That position. So you can understand what I
Yes,
need
sir.
to say. Yes.
Also, I guess students' mindset also kind of plays a very important role.
Exactly,
Like people now,
exactly.
they have mindset in college like we study before one day before exams, and they
Yes.
try to do it even with the placements. But I guess that
Yes.
should not be the mindset with placements and
Yes.
internships.
See, talking about the mindset, I would like to mention here that don't compare with any another.
Yes.
Okay, you can have a reference of someone, but you can't compare your skill with the another. You can't compare someone is getting a certain CTC definitely, or
Yes.
you will get it that or not. So try to have your own analysis, and accordingly you must prepare. I will suggest that on every day, right from second year, you must solve the 10 questions of the aptitude. You must communicate in English. You must start reading good novels, and at least every day, or if not possible, so a lot of activities are going on in the institute, but you can go to the library, okay, have some good novels and English newspaper. You must start reading.
Yes.
Okay, so like my next question is like as a autonomous institute.
Yes.
So what are those some of benefits that student can be achieved from the SPIR say like from the autonomous perspective of the
Yes,
institute?
yes. See, autonomy means the autonomy in terms of academics, autonomy in terms of the examination, but the degree will be of the SPPU, right? So, in autonomy, what is happening? We can change the curriculum as per the industry trend. That is the, we can say, the biggest benefit of the autonomy. As we are discussing service-based, product-based, so any company is coming, suppose Nutanix is coming, Data Excel is coming, and they are saying that, sir, we want that kind of the skill set in your students. And if we have the restrictions in terms of the curriculum, so again it will be a challenge for all of us to place our students.
So we can say autonomy gives us freedom to
Yeah,
design
yeah.
our syllabus according to
According to
requirements.
another important freedom of the autonomy is that our examinations, they are declaring the result within 8 days.
Yes.
You can see your mark sheets, and you can see comparing with the model answer that whether I'm getting the right answers
Yes.
or not. Make a examination is now, we can say, the win-win situation for both the institute as well as for the students, and so that we can have the 100% results for
Yes.
all your branches. Because see, if you are having any active backlog, definitely you are going to miss any placement opportunity.
This is very great, like having a transparency in this whole examination and all those things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even for the onboarding of some companies like Cognizant and all, so examination cell they have supported, and our students they are joining the organization like Cognizant earlier as compared to the another institutes.
So now, as you mentioned, like we should have projects on our resumes. We should have skills to go in.
Yes.
With the soft skills, we should have technical skills. Without
Yes.
basics, we cannot go. So, what you suggest, like what skills, with what industry asks from fresher? What do they expect us to give them as freshers?
Yes, as a fresher, see, they are going to see your attitude. Learning attitude is very important. As a fresher, they are going to see your fundamentals. As a freshers, they are going to see your projects, how much live your projects are,
Yes.
how the projects are going to benefit the society.
Yes.
And being RSCOE, our institute is having the trend that right from second years, the students are choosing the
Project-based learning,
project-based
yes.
learning is there. Many they are having the patents in the final year as they have started the project early, and they are having the publications in the Scopus Index
Yes.
journal as well. So it is very important. We know the TCS hiring, TCS hires more than 40,000 students every year. So in their hiring pattern, okay, at the time of interview, 101% they will ask about your project. 101% they will ask about your coding knowledge. Okay, they will check about knowledge related to your DSA, DBMS.
Yes.
Okay, so project is very important. You must able to talk minimum 2 minutes about your project. And nevertheless, I will mean to say that project is the combination of what are the 35, 40 subjects and so many practicals you are learning. So you are going to put your entire knowledge of the, we can say, 4-year degree course in your final project.
It is basically showcasing what you know and what you don't.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, like now it is, as you mentioned, AI also. So, students generally take their problem statements from either Google sites or from AIs, ChatGPT and stuff. So, what do you suggest? Like, how we should actually build projects for resumes?
Yeah, for the resume, I will say that you can refer your some good, we can say, the case studies of your senior, those who are successful. You can refer their resume. If I want to be there, what should be or what are the attributes that I should mention in my resume. Even you can check your API score, and for that, so many tools are available in the market. Now the current trend is related to AI. Every, we can say, the software industry is shifting towards AI. After 5 years, definitely they will require a knowledge of basic computer science and engineering along with knowledge of generative AI.
Yes.
People are talking about the prompt engineering.
Prompt, yes.
Okay.
It's
So-
very trending actually.
Yeah, it is trending, but see, you must be stronger in your coding side.
Yes.
Stronger in coding side, and then having knowledge of the generative AI, it will always help you to next level.
Next.
There is also a myth that AI will eat our jobs. Like now, AI is doing all of these things, almost everything that a human can do, like in terms of work. So, will it really affect jobs?
See, it will not affect the job. Okay, if AI is there, so definitely cyber security will come, and
Yes.
again the new jobs are going to be created. If AI is coming, AI is again going to be used for the manufacturing industries, and then again more jobs will get
Create more jobs.
Yes.
Okay, as you mentioned that not only good project is needed, but also a social impactable project is needed for the student treatment. So, what is like your more opinion on this whole? What type of project they should make so they can company get look into that project and get hired to them? It is impactable project.
Exactly. See how to get a good project. The good project you will get from the SPIR sale, connect with the industries. Okay. So right now we have liaison with the various industries through the industry advisory board. Some good, we can say the competent person from TCS, Capgemini, Cognizant, and other organization. We have taken them on our board of studies as well as the industry advisory board. So definitely through these people we can look you people and we can ask them some good project, some live project, because whatever they are working, someone may be in healthcare, someone may be in insurance, someone may be in the, we can say, the banking sector. So many domains are there, and they are providing their services to that domain. So we can ask them, provide us the problem statement, and definitely they can give the problem statement as a project to you people. Ultimately these projects are going to serve to the society.
Also, I think you can get projects from your surroundings as well. Like as a student, you face a lot of problems.
Exactly.
Even you,
See,
they can.
one interesting thing that I have observed, everyone is having the Google Pay.
Yes.
Just you go into the another side of it's your transaction history. So you will come to know that how much amount you have spent in that month.
Yes.
Again, some people are working on that app that of what areas you have spent, or grocery,
Yes.
okay, for your, we can say, food or other things. So you will get the stats of your monthly expenditure where you are going to spend your amount. So these are the ideas around us. So wherever we are getting any difficulty, we can think, yes, I can create an app which is going to ease the job of the society and how we can make comfortable our life.
I think this can be the this can be make next multi-million-dollar idea. I just mentioned.
See, why I'm telling you, you are the we can say the member from the coding club. We are having the code for suppose Google Map we are using. Okay. Earlier when we are going to put a Google Map, someone may reach to the dead end and now there is no road, and how the Google Map is telling. But now if you see, if you are passing through the underpass, it is going to make a dark line.
Yes.
If there is traffic, it is going to make a red line.
Yes.
Okay, suppose you want to go through any particular, we can say, area, then it is going to show that it is going to take much more time and you are going to have the another path. How it is possible? It is possible because of you people. They have made such a code which is flexible, good quality code, and then you can make the changes in the same code so that that can be utilized again for the next coming year. If the someone who made that code earlier one, okay, and now you want to make some changes, not possible to make the changes. Again, you have to start right from beginning, and then it will take a lot of time. So in industries, Some people are there, maybe 30-40% people are there, they are just working for the debugging of the code.
Yes.
So therefore AI is very important, how we can use the AI along with your basic coding knowledge to make a very good quality of the code. So for that debugging kind of a thing, we can reduce it and can make a good quality.
Surely, as you mentioned about debugging and contributing to a code basis,
Yes.
so there is also one concept of open source, contributing to open source codes. So now there are a lot of students who are interested in that thing, like contributing to open source programming, and they are participating in a lot of competitions, even Google's competition.
Yes.
So does these open source contributions really help in placements? Like, do they play a role?
Yeah. When we talk about this open source competition, they must participate in the hackathons of the Google, then Microsoft, Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart, JustPay, because these rounds are very logical, very tricky. It is not always that someone who is he or she is topper is going to crack that. So I feel that your logic building, okay, your fundamentals, and at least you can initially you will get failed, okay,
Yes.
you may get failed in the initial participation, but you are going to learn from that. What are the things because of that I could not crack the hackathon. So therefore the roadmap is very important. Right from second year, you must participate in the TCS code beta. Because various these coding competitions or the hackathons, they are going to make you eligible only in the final year.
Yes.
But some competitions of TCS, as I mentioned, TCS code beta. This year again, Capgemini is going to come with a similar kind of the competition because they are completing the 25 years.
Yes.
And they are going to open it right from first year to the final year. Lot of, we can say, the good prices are there, appreciation for the students are there. So my suggestion for you people and through you to your juniors, through the SPIR said that they must participate in these kind of the competitions.
Yes. So we can say winning a competition should not be the goal, learning from it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving ahead to in this podcast, from the perspective of any engineering students, I would like to ask that how early we should start for the preparing of the placement. Not only like learning just basic things and coding all this, just specific to the placement. How should early we start? For?
Yeah. So see, in my tenure of this 13 year, I have spent more than 10 years looking forward to these training and placement activities. The thing which I observed that 75% of the students, they are going to filter out because of their poor communication.
Yes.
So in the initial phase, they must work on their aptitude. Many students, they are good in problem solving ability, talking about the numerical, quant, verbal and reasoning, but they are taking a lot of time.
Yes.
They must understand the present changes in the aptitude. Now some industries, they are having the aptitude in terms of gaming. Some are asking the questions in terms of Sudoku. So the earlier pattern before 5 years or 10 years, it is completely changed. There is a time limit. Okay, so one should be very strong in aptitude with a certain time frame. Suppose 75 questions are there and you need to solve that questions in the 60 minutes. But again, the weightage in the different areas are different.
Yes.
Okay, so that is one aspect, aptitude. Second aspect is the communication. So communication nowadays, again, the different trends are there. If you see the cognizant hiring process, so their leaders said me that 75% student, they are going to be eliminated from the communication round. But the communication round is not as like that you are having the para, you are reading the para and answering. You are going to listen it and then you are going to answer for the same.
Good listening is very
listening. Psychometric is again a very important aspect for your high pay package jobs. Situational based question. If some situation is coming and how you are going to behave and react in that situation, it is going to decide your role as a future manager or how you are going to be culture fit into that organization. This is the third aspect which you need to prepare right from first year till your interview process.
Yes.
So it is continuous process.
Continuous learning process.
Continuous
That's
learning
what
process in terms of your communication, in terms of your aptitude, and every year, or I will suggest that in every semester you can have a one psychometric analysis. And your basic knowledge, okay, if you see your GATE syllabi, okay, which is a combination of all your courses,
all your process, yes.
you must work on the fundamentals of your subjects, whatever you are learning into your curriculum. Over and above, you must, or the student must focus on the various certification programs. But that certification must be done of, we can say, global recognized certifications. Authorized certifications of Microsoft or Google. But I will suggest that in the second semester of their engineering or in the third semester of their engineering, initially they can go with the NPTEL certification courses. They can go with the certifications of the Coursera or which are available on the Udemy. So shadowing is very important. Okay, so brushing up of the knowledge, shadowing of your courses, some small courses which are of suppose of least prices, okay, affordable to the students, they can do in the initial phase in the second year. But in third year, they must think about the proper certification program of maybe Microsoft, Google, or against the companies like Data Excel is there, Nutanix is there, and other also, they are having their own certification. Industry point of view. So one should think that if I am doing the engineering, I must be a ready engineer on day one to that organization. Okay, so that will be my suggestions for the students.
So as you mentioned about certifications, so what does a company prefer more, like the certification that like as you mentioned you can do through Coursera, through Udemy. So do companies prefer these certifications more or company specific certifications more?
Yeah, see, all kinds of certification that may be of, we can say, Udemy, Coursera.
Yes.
Yeah, they are considerable. But how we can add a more weightage into our profile, it is only through, we can say, the global certifications.
Yes. So like these are things that students should focus while building their resume. As SPIR said, what SPIR helps students to during their placement process or preparing for placements?
Yeah. SPIR helps a lot to the students. We are here to build the career of the students. We are not starting directly in the 7th semester. We are starting right from first year. So through my induction program, I used to tell about all the success stories of the student, how they need to prepare right from first year as their, we can say, roadmap that SPIR is contributing. At the institute, we have in-house Japanese and German trainer.
Yes.
So I will suggest the engineer, they should have at least one foreign language. That may be Japanese or German. I will tell you some industries, Capgemini, Accenture, and many more. They are asking me, sir, if someone is there having the N3 level in Japanese, we are in need of that people. So having a degree of BTech in computer engineering, information technology, or computer science, business system, or another, with a N3 level certification, it is always the cherry on the cake to have job in Japan.
Yes.
Okay, so see, you can have a foreign placement if you are going to have the knowledge of any Japanese or German.
It's like we have that MDM, like any student can learn taking a computer engineering student, but they can also learn the electrical or any other department. What are your opinion for that?
Interdisciplinary courses.
Interdisciplinary courses.
So we in the first year we are talking about their, we can say, induction, then foreign language, and then right from second year we have prepared a structured roadmap through the campus readiness training program. So we have made it a phase 1 in second year, phase 2 in third year, and phase 3 in the final year. In phase 2 we are talking about the soft skill. Okay. So already in the NEP we have the soft skill, and we are going to have some corporate trainers to groom our students for the soft skill. So which includes more about your life skill, okay, then your communication skill, verbal, non-verbal, and your group discussion is very important, personal interviews, resume building, interview etiquettes, okay. So all these things we are going to cover in the second year. Even the SWOT analysis is there.
Yes.
Okay, so that analysis will be done through that training program. That is in the second year. Then we have the basics of the aptitude in the second year.
Okay.
Okay, and then in the third year we are talking about advanced aptitude. Again, we are going to have some sessions on the soft skill through that corporate trainer, and then the domain specific. So in the domain specific, we are going to have the 120 hours of the rigorous training program on the basics of, we can say, the Java, OOPS concepts, DSA, DBMS, which are, we can say, the foundation for you people. And then in final year, we are having the phase 3 campus readiness training program. Then we are talking about the company specific training program. We are going to have the TCS and QT workshop. Okay, we are calling the industry persons, and they are going to groom you as per the industry aspect. We know what are our major recruiters, so we have asked them to frame a curriculum, some question, we can say the training as per our major recruiters, and accordingly we are running that phase 3.
Yes.
Okay, so like what are those from your perspective? What are those like prominent technology that can be go in a boom in next 3 to 5 years, so that a student it can learn and grab that opportunity from a company which are gonna come into the SPIR cell.
See, talking about the technology, I feel that cybersecurity is the one of the area where you can focus. Another major area which is related to AI, definitely you can go for that.
Even AI ML is a lot in
Yeah,
trend.
exactly. Machine learning along with AI, data science
Data
is
science.
another area where you can explore. So many things are coming.
So, what is your suggestion to students, like specifically for final year students, those who will be appearing for placements now? Like for second year, third year students, they still have time to prepare.
Exactly.
But when students come into final year, they don't actually have time to start from block A.
Yeah.
So, what is your suggestion? Like, how should they plan their first, second, third year so that they can actually focus on brushing those skills in final year?
Suppose if I want to say something related to the final year students, they can focus on the websites like indiabix.com is there, or other websites are there where they are getting the ready-made questionnaire of the various IT industries. They are coming to the campus. So all the rounds, maybe right from your first round, second round, and the third round, everything is available on the indiabix.com or the another. So they must refer that. If they are not prepared earlier one and they want to crack this company, right?
Yes.
I mean to say, because see, suppose someone is in second year, third year, they are having some time to get prepared.
Yes.
They will have some certification, they will add into their resume, and then they can make it a, we can say, the potential resume. Another suggestion for those who are in the final year, they can read the JD carefully.
Job
Okay.
description.
It is very important, and according to JD, whatever the skill set, knowledge they are having, certification they are having, they can do some changes into their resume.
Personalized
Yes, I guess
resume.
that is a big
Customized
problem.
resume is
Yes.
very important. One should not use the same resume for every job.
Yes.
Because see, what is happening in the mass hiring industries? At a time, 500, 700 they are applying, and HR person they are not having the time. They are
And
using
yeah.
softwares. Okay, and then they are going to have some keywords, and according to the
ATS.
ATS is there, and they are going to filter out some specific resume.
Yes. So now talking about resumes you mentioned. So like you in our institute we do use pod,
Yeah.
right? So in lot of placement drives it is mentioned that students should have pods specific resumes.
Yeah.
But students are not clear like what actually pod specific resumes should have. Like we have
Yes.
normal resumes.
Yes.
But what factors should we include?
See, the pod specific resume, basically it is going to include our institute logo, your own good quality of the photo. See, having a photo on the resume, it is not always necessary, but if you are going to put your good quality resume in the professional attire, so it gives some different feel. College logo, yes, you are from that college. Then you start with your career objective, then academic credentials, then your certifications, then your, we can say, the strength and the weaknesses, your soft skill, hard skill, what project you have done, So your resume must be a one page. Okay, resume is a document that needs to be changed frequently. If I have done any certification, now I am having the five certifications. So out of that, I have a space to mention three or four. So whichever is having the weightage, you must put it. Suppose any ABC company is coming, okay, and you need to add that certifications, put it into your resume. So pod-based resume is there. Okay, even now we are going to have some extended version of the pod where AI may support you to build a resume. Okay.
Okay, like moving towards, I would like to ask that what are those roles that company hire in our JSPM Institute? I would like to know more those roles with respect to the that product based or service based company that we can target.
Yes, yes. If we see the different industry talking about the TCS, they are having ninja role, digital role, and the prime role. Okay. Now, if you talk about the Delta X, recently our 7th student got selected.
Okay.
They are giving the position of associate product engineer. Okay, junior product engineer, analyst. If you talk about Nutanix, they are offering a SRE level 1, SRE level 2. Another product-based company, if you talk about Google, Amazon, SDE level 1, SDE level 2, okay, junior cybersecurity engineer. So these are the different roles nowadays they are coming. Hiring trend is changing. Okay, so student must understand that kind of the, we can say, attributes.
Also, students now, like there is a very lot of students have this question. Currently, all of the companies that are coming in for specific roles. Either they are for DevOps or either they are for SD role, for development roles. So now students are confused that we talk about various domains, we talk about that there will be a lot of technologies that will be coming up. But companies are hiring only these two roles for interns. So students are confused, like we should only prepare for DevOps or like for SD, for development basis, we should only do DSA or OOPS, or we should only know Docker, Kubernetes and these technologies, or we should actually focus on a particular domain to get into that domain.
Yes. See, whatever the jobs are coming into the market, it is as per the demand and supply. It is not in our hand. So they can understand a trend. Okay, suppose nowadays they are asking about any particular DevOps or whatever you have mentioned. So this is the current trend. So that trend may last for a couple of years. So they can prepare for that. Moreover, I will suggest if you see the cognizant hiring process, I had a discussion with their leaders. They are having Gen Z Pro, and Gen Z Next. I asked them that you are in service. They said that, sir, we are not only in the service, but we are, but also into the product. Many they have started as a service engineer. They shifted to the product based on their talent. They have the certification. They have shown their highest potential to their, we can say, the leaders, and then the leaders shifted them to the product side. So that shifting can also be done. I will suggest my students that having initial one offer is very important, because see, the market is so fluctuating. Okay, at least they can have a one offer, and then additionally they can think about any dream offer.
Yes. So coming towards end, I would just like to ask you what you want to tell to our students, like what you want to tell them about how should they prepare, how can they contact you.
Yeah. See, I would like to tell to the student that right from second year they should have the LinkedIn profile. Not only the LinkedIn profile, but also how to use the LinkedIn at its extreme level or in the best possible way. Okay, so that you can connect with the various industries.
Yes.
Okay, you can connect with your seniors, those who are in the good organization, and then from your connection you can start communicating how to prepare.
Yes.
Okay, if you are having your project, put it on your GitHub.
Yes.
Put your success stories. If any project you have done, you are participating somewhere, put it on the LinkedIn. Peoples are there, some good organizations are there, they are going to keep a watch on you. One of the students from CSBS department, she has done more than 25-30 certification in Microsoft, and she got a chance to interview with Satya Nadella. Okay, and she was supposed to be put on the LinkedIn as well. So LinkedIn is one aspect. Another suggestions to the young generation: you are having the internet, everything is getting on tip of your finger.
24 by
Okay,
7.
24
Yeah,
by
yes.
7. So you are losing the patience. You are always want to be connected with the digital world.
Yes.
Okay, so try to give the time for yourselves, for your own development. Give the time on reading the good books, use the foreign author books. Have more hands-on. Okay, take a complete sleep, minimum 8 hours of the sleep. Drink more water, have healthy food. It is, we can say, the success mantra of your long-term career. Every time I will not talk about, we can say, study, study, study.
Yes.
There should be 8 hours of your, we can say, the work, then 8 hours for your recreation activities, and 8 hours for your, we can say, the complete sleep, and then your body will get re-energized, and again you can start working enthusiastically.
Health is like very important as a student.
Exactly. Nowadays, the youth, they are losing the health.
Yes.
Okay, suddenly any pressure is coming, and yes, sir, no, next day I don't want to come. Okay, so when you want to enter into the corporate, you need to be punctual, on time. You need to deliver to the industry with accuracy. Zero tolerance is there in some product-based companies. So for that, you need to be competent. I will suggest the youth that every day you can plan to have. I will change my one bad habit, possibly, and then how I can make the better in terms of my personality. There is one line of Shiv Khera that winners do not do the different thing; they do the things differently.
Things different.
So all of you are on the same platform, okay?
Yes.
And if you are going to do the things differently, definitely you can win.
Yes.
Thank you.
Surely, I
Thank
guess
you.
this podcast will help our students.
Yeah. And see, your attitude, hard work, okay, is very important. I will suggest you that try, but don't try to do the hard work. So combination of your attitude, hard work, and the talent, logic building ability, it will take you to the long-term career. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
great having you here today,
Yeah.
and it was a really informative session. So yes, thank you for taking out time and giving a lot of insights on placements and current scenarios.
Also, it was like a really great experience to us to like we are taking
For
podcast.
me also. Yeah. Yes.
Taking the podcast with our TPO sir.
Yeah.
It's very great.
Yeah, and this is the, I mean to say that this is the time that you are growing up, building yourself and getting mature
Yes.
for the
Yes.
industry.